The Biden circle and Democrats seem to finally be admitting what we've all known all along, that they conducted the biggest political scandal in the history of the United States of America, covering up Joe Biden's obvious decline. 4 months ago, Joe Biden was actually the president of the United States, believe it or not, leader of the free world, allegedly. Sadly, yesterday, it was announced that Joe Biden has been diagnosed with the most aggressive type of prostate cancer, a diagnosis baffling medical professionals.
So this is not speculation. If you have prostate cancer that is spread to the bone, then he's most certainly, you were saying, had it when he was president of the United States.
Oh, yeah. He did not develop it in the last 100, 200 days. He had it while he was president. He probably had it at the start of his presidency in 2021. Yes, that I don't think there's any disagreement about that.
And Dr. Zeke Emanuel there also said that he may have had it for a decade, for 10 years. Let's draw the clock back on that one. So should we talk about it? According to David Axelrod, a lifelong Democrat, it's time to mute the conversation.
Do you believe that silences or delays a lot of conversations about his, last year and a half of his presidency for now?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think those conversations are going to happen, but they should be more muted and set aside for now as he's struggling through this.
Should be muted because the Democrats get to decide how loud the conversation is. Was this the Democrat plan all along? Perhaps it was. Hide Biden's health problems until the beginning of his second term as president and announce it. And then we have cackling Kamala run the country because Joe Biden would have to step aside. He'd become the hero of the Democrat Party, apparently. Good thing we didn't have to find out the hard way. We're here with tonight's squad. Let's jump right in. And Mercy.
Chris.
Thank God we're here again.
I know.
Here together. And this is absolutely wild. I mean, this is a massive, gigantic scandal. Again, Democrat, famous oncologist, brother of Rahm Emanuel, Zeke Emanuel.
Right.
He's saying that it could, he thinks, given that it's stage 4, it's metastasized to the bones surrounding the prostate, that it may have been cancerous 10 years ago.
Look, this is devastating news, and we offer our prayers to the family, to the Biden family, and to President Joe Biden. I mean, it is, I think, very tough news to receive. It's an aggressive form of cancer. I do think that there are a lot more questions here than we have answers for. Mm-hmm. How long did we know, or did the staff know that this was a possibility? When you look back at February 2024, when he did his annual physical at Walter Reed, which I've actually done those intense physicals over at Walter Reed when I worked at the White House. One interesting note was the fact that there was no test. There was literally no mention of a PSA test, which is that of the prostate test, and no prostate-related findings reported. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big issue because men at that age, men at your age, maybe not at Foldy's age, but you get tested for.
Young.
For I'm just saying, I can't relate because I'm not a guy. You get tested. It's standard. So it is bizarre that we don't have these tests, that the test maybe wasn't completed and there was no findings that were reported. So that, I think, raises a lot of questions, and it shows, what did the White House know? Was there a cover-up? And quite frankly, he still talks Joe Biden to this day, Chris, that he could have won that election. So it was definitely in his mind that he was not about to give up power if he didn't have to.
Right, and which is, of course, all that they care about, all the party cares about. And it was, you mentioned almost a year ago exactly now, Joe Biden's White House physician, a doctor named Kevin O'Connor, praised Joe Biden's health, saying, no findings. This is what the doctor said, no findings which would be consistent with any cerebellar or other central neurological disorder, and that he demonstrates excellent fine motor dexterity. Sure he does, falling over on bicycles and tripping over sandbags and things.
Information. Truth is freedom.
is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.